Internet of Things in favor of security. Do you know what the Internet of Things is? It goes far beyond smartphones and watches, for example. The so-called IoT, Internet of Things, emerged with the aim of making people's daily lives easier and automating processes through electronic devices, which are connected in a network. Thus, an air conditioning unit that turns on 10 minutes before you arrive home or curtains that open on their own every morning are examples of IoT that we already see in some homes. But how can this type of technology be used to help us have a safer work environment? At the Petrobras Research Center, we have a safety innovation laboratory where we are already applying wearable and augmented reality technologies, as well as other technologies aimed at increasing worker safety and reducing exposure to risk. The central idea is to take people off the front line of some operations, using robotics, teleoperation, and intensive sensing. We will have an IoT system, cameras with video analytics, and sensors everywhere. It will be machines talking to people and people talking to machines, explains the consultant at our research center, Hardy de Cunha. First example, smart uniforms. One of the projects being developed in the laboratory and which most translates the use of technology in favor of security is Guardian Angels. Guardian Angels aims to transform our uniform into personal protective equipment. We will equip it with sensors that identify, for example, situations in which the employee may be at risk, whether because there is a load being moved above their head or a high-temperature machine is approaching. Or even identify biomedical parameters, if the worker happens to be getting tired without realizing it. So, we would have a rest warning for him or even an alert to the medical sector, details Hardy. In fact, we are talking here about a series of devices that emit and receive signals, a system similar to what cell phone operators do with their devices to know where we are. They measure the power of several antennas and locate us so that the one with the highest power is prioritized. In our case, this location will be useful to ensure people's safety. Knowing where each employee is if they need to evacuate, for example, makes the work of firefighters easier and can effectively save lives. Second example, end-to-end security. Have you ever imagined being notified when you forget essential protective equipment, such as glasses or a helmet? With IoT, this will also be possible. This way, we can avoid deviations or accidents. And, if by chance another worker approaches a risk area where they should not enter, a system of virtual fences can be activated, restricting access only to authorized people. The Internet of Things is the path to increasingly safe working environments. I invite you to watch our videos about the pre-salt layer and the history of Petrobras. To access, just click on the respective image available on the screen.